All right, so hey there, Virgos. Thank you guys so much for being so kind. Thank you for being patient. All right, so we're going to jump into a read for you guys. And in all honesty, I actually did this reading for you last night. And it was this long, kind of wandering, winding story. If you want me to put it out, I will. Let me know in the comment section. It was a very interesting reading for sure, but in any case, and I'll let you know if similar messages pop up in this one, but let's jump on in. The 20th, which was yesterday, was the Hunter's Moon. So the Hunter's Moon, and I always look at, the energy of a full moon as something that kind of like, it's not just on one day, right? It kind of expands over several days. And because the Hunter's Moon is always associated with, like the ancients saw it as a time where you were gathering what you were going to need for the upcoming seasonal change. And, animals are fattening up and all these things. I wanted to ask, what is it that is gathering around Virgo right now? Maybe this is your energy. Maybe this is the energy that you're attracting. But that's the way I wanted to do this reading, is what is the thing that you are gathering. As you can tell, I'm all bundled up in my big warm cozy, well, one of my big warm cozies. So it's kind of one of those chilly fall days. Oh, we have a Knight of Swords. What are you gathering? May not be you gathering anything. You may be subconsciously, I want to say, magnetizing someone to come racing straight at you with truth, with honesty, with integrity. This is excellent, Virgo. This is it's action. It is possibly very sudden. Two of Swords in the reverse, Chariot in the upright, and the Knight of Wands in the upright. Okay, Virgos, you may not need a warm sweater to stay cozy this winter. So Virgos, by the way, my voice is mostly back, but not entirely. So if you hear it a little crackly from time to time, sorry about that. I've been away for a hot minute because I had a real nasty asthma go round, and things are settling, but I'm still a little bit funky in my voice. So if you hear that raspiness here and there, I'm sorry, but that's why. So no biggie, just quick explanation. What you are gathering is certainty. As simple as that. What is coming towards you, the energy that is like building up like static electricity around you, is no confusion. Straight. I want to say somebody that's a real straight shooter with their words, with their actions. This is what I meant. This is what I said. This is what I desire. Virgo, it is change. But this change seems to be coming straight at you. Do you notice what is so consistent here is, in almost every card that you have, we have somebody who's staring at you. The other thing is, if I were to show you this Two of Swords in this direction, you would see she too has been staring at us, but kind of from behind a veil, right? Virgo, the energy that is surrounding you, or the energy that is gathering towards you, seems to be, I feel like it's somebody who is very certain about you. They're certain about how they feel about you. They're certain about the fact that they want to be near you. Now, this is for romantic purpose, okay? Emotional and romantic purposes. This is not somebody who's just like, hey, I think I'll go chit chat with Virgs. This is like, no. This is somebody who would move to be with you. This is somebody who wants to do what it takes to get into your life, which is a very nice thought, isn't it? I feel like what is gathering around you, whether or not you're aware of it, is maybe time to make your house suitable for a guest, a passionate guest. Some of you are, if you are single, you're about to meet somebody who wants to be in your life. Could this be someone who is certain about what they want, who was from your past? Absolutely, it could be, but I'm not intending to do a past reading. I'm only intending to say what is gathering around the Virgo. That Chariot could be a Cancerian. That's our only major arcana so far. Aside from that, we have fire energy and we have air energy. Let's go. Actually, I'm going to go with this deck instead. Okay, so tell me more about this then. Tell me particularly about the Chariot. And now we have a King of Wands in the upright. We have somebody who is motivated to take action, but the reason they are taking action is because they are indeed in kingly energy. Now, please know, I'm not talking about a man or a woman in any of my readings, but we do have Horus here. Horus is in the Egyptian gods. This is somebody who very much is a protector of their family, very honorable, and it is a character who has gained more wisdom, more strength, more energy from the sun and the moon, thanks to the intervention of Thoth, the god of all wisdom and knowledge. So we have somebody who is coming in very certain about how they feel, very certain about what they want. And Virgo, this didn't come without a price, okay? This is somebody who may have had to first really clean out a lot of old energy, difficult energy. They had to end something. They had to close out cycles. They had to release burdens. They had to I feel like this is, even though it's your reading, it's not a story about you per se. It's a story about the quality of a situation that is coming toward the Virgo in this story that we're reading. This is about someone ready to take action, somebody who is clear and decisive, somebody who knows what they want and acts upon what they want. Now, all of this could simply be Virgo is generating this energy within themselves. Virgo is the one who's saying, I know what I want. I want to, bring in this kind of romantic partner. I want to bring in this kind of love. I want to bring in this sort of energy around me. This could all be the Virgo who is planning all this out. And this could be the Virgo saying, I am ready to shine like the sun. I know exactly what I want. My heart is open. I am ready to be, I feel like this is ready to be very romantically involved. Virgo, I just feel like this is one of those reads where somebody is not going to be single any longer. The quality of the romance that one has wanted, or I want to even say the outcome of your life that you have been generating from your subconscious, from the deepest energy within you, that is what we're starting to see happen for you. Unless it's someone else's subconscious that is driving them toward the Virgo. Like I say, I just wanted to know what is gathering around the Virgo, what is gathering, what kind of vibe, what kind of energy, what kind of thoughts, what kind of people maybe are gathering around the moon. So this is the goddess Hecate. She is the goddess of the crossroads. She is the one who decides what she will let in and what she will not allow in or out, actually, as far as will I communicate with someone? Will I not? Who are they coming in as? You are actually the mystery here, Virgo. Someone is coming toward you not knowing what you will say. They only know that they must take this kind of an action. And I just realized I shuffled that deck in this position the entire time. Normally I shuffle always this direction. That was interesting. I don't know why I feel like the moon is you, Virgo. I feel like you don't know that this is coming, but I also feel like they don't know how you will receive them. Why? Why do I get that? Tell me about the moon. So we have basically the King of Wands, who is standing right in front of the sun and who has the power of the sun and the moon, thanks to his eyes being restored by Thoth. But now we have the moon. So very galactic reading so far. So we got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So someone does not know if you will work on this again with them. They don't know if you're done maybe with love, with romance. Maybe you have told yourself, I am turning all of my attention to other things in my life. And you could be very focused elsewhere. In fact, I feel like you are, because none of this is really about you. It's all about what is coming around you, what is gathering around you. And it's someone else who's very certain about you, that they want you in their life. But you are not necessarily in that mode to say, oh yes, I am welcoming in, such and such a person. You seem to be holding yourself back a bit. What an intriguing read. I'm digging this. And the Hermit, here you are. Here's the thing. And you know what's funny? I had done the Libra reading last night also, and they had this very same card come out in a slightly different position, but I'm going to say a similar interpretation on this that I said in the Libra reading, which is I feel like your heartbeat, what you have wanted, the healing energy, the things that you are calling in for yourself, whether or not you know it, you've sent it out into the universe. Your North Star, you are listening to your North Star, and it is being reflected external to you. What your heart wants, you have literally sent out not just what you truly want to welcome into your life, but you've also shown the universe, I feel like, your truest self, your heart, with every beat of your heart, because I look at this as a heartbeat drum. You have sent out a message to the universe that says, I only want something in my life that would be 100% focused on building the kind of life with me that I desire. And I'm not going out seeking fulfillment in things that I already know wouldn't suit me. Instead, I am attracting the things to me that I want. So it's a little different hermit card. This is the wounded healer, but you've healed yourself. And in the process, you've really stood in your own power, your own energy. And you have set the tone for the way you want to be respected, the way you want to interact with people. I feel like at a much deeper, more profound level, I feel like because what you're gathering around you is such decisive action, a romance and a faithfulness. And I do say faithfulness, and especially with this King of Wands, this is loving, this is passionate, this is somebody who can open up their heart. This is somebody who stands beside the people that they consider their family members. This is somebody who they've done what they needed to be able to be 100% invested in something. It's not like you're demanding a perfect person. You're asking the universe for someone who knows who they are and who knows what they want to choose and why they want to choose it. That seems to be what your heart, the message that your heart has sent out. It's like you've told the universe, what I want is something that really reflects my values, and I know what my values are. It's very interesting. So you are the wild card, though, because someone doesn't know, will you see them in that light? Will they represent what it is that you want? Well, right now it looks like spot on. Queen of Wands in the upright. So we now have a king and a queen, right? So here you are as a perfectly matched pair, both highly respectable, both self-respecting, and both deeply passionate. But it's like, I save my passion for you, you save your passion for me. This is that kind of love, that kind of romance, where the only way that you end up with this is when you, in your heart of hearts, you say, I won't tolerate less. I wouldn't invite less. I shouldn't say tolerate. It's that you wouldn't invite less into your life because you know exactly what it is that you want. And you have been content to be single. I feel like I'm only reading for the single Virgos right now. I wanted to call you the single hermits. Some of you have gone through this internal shift where you have really, if at one point in your life you had pined for a romance or wondered, will I ever meet someone? You really stopped wondering and you said, I wouldn't want someone that doesn't have the same vision as I do. So it's okay if I don't meet someone, because it would be better to be solo than to be with someone who isn't on the same page as me. But then I think that brought about the question, what page am I truly on? What is it that I truly want? Well, I know what my worth is. I really am confident that I don't want any of the relationships, the qualities of the relationships that I had in the past. And I say that only because the Nine of Wands is in the reverse. You seem unwilling to put forth any effort into something that you already know. It's like you're being real with yourself right now. You went internal. This was a full moon in Aries that we had yesterday, that Hunter's moon. And you see the full moon right behind her. It may have illuminated something huge. Virgo, some of you might have been moving into this subtle awareness for a long time, and it just kind of, everything just clicked into place, maybe as recently as last night, where you suddenly realize, I am, it's uninteresting because you've stepped into this new energy vibration. You've gone from a hermit to a Queen of Wands. The hermit tucks themselves away to find themselves. The Queen of Wands is very much out in the public, but is still very self-possessed. So it's almost as if you are, in this span of maybe 24 hours, your energy vibration is like, well, of course, I am someone who is going to welcome the right partner. I'm not hiding from anybody. Nobody has to come to try to find me and convince me to be with them. Instead, I automatically have, I want to say, like, it's as if there's a strainer around you. Like your aura is some kind of like a cheesecloth that already prevents the wrong things coming towards you. In the past, you might have been hurt, so then you went into hermit mode to find yourself, figure out what your truth is, figure out who you are, and now you are ready to walk amongst anyone and everyone with your head up, because you know you won't let the wrong one in, because you identify it very quickly, very plainly, very clearly. But what's so intriguing is that just as you are clicking into that vibration, you've already been that person, but it's like it was the awareness that that's who you are. That's what just clicked for you. And all this time, your vibration has been, I feel like, I want to say attracting somebody, but I also feel like it was changing someone else to step into their own personal power. So I would almost look at this 10 of Wands as the equivalent of your Hermit card. This is the work that you had to do on yourself, was to just simply call with your very heartbeat, call in exactly what you want for yourself. And the person who's now stepping into to become your perfect match, they had to complete some phase of their own life that freed them from their sense of guilt, shame, fear, remorse, whatever that 10 of Wands represented for them. It's as if the two of you completed a cycle at the same time. And now both people are absolutely like laser focused on what they want. Now, what's interesting is you simply are laser focused on the knowing that you won't let someone into your life that doesn't fit your desire for what a partnership would look like. But this person is laser focused on you because you fit their idea of what they would like as a partner. And what's wild is the two of you are a perfect partnership. It's really beautiful to see. I want to say confidence is the major message in this entire reading. There is such a huge amount of confidence between two people that feel like, well, of course, this is what I want. This is where I belong. This is what works for me. This is the person that works with me. So it does look like it's a 6 of Cups. So we've got, could be a soulmate that is coming in for you. We've got first, that Page of Cups came out in the reverse. There's nothing immature here. Next to that, we've got that 7 of Cups in the upright. This is, it is a card of wish fulfillment. You notice all of the, Aladdin's magic lamps here. This is not necessarily the same as talking about confusion. It's more about, okay, how do I make things work with the scenario that I want it to be? I feel like someone is sure about what they want. I feel like you are unprepared. I don't know that you are aware that someone is coming towards you that is the perfect match. I feel as if this is all your energy. You're saying, look, I'm not waiting on other old lovers to come back in. I'm not waiting for old apologies. I'm not trying to rehash. I'm not asking the universe to send me an ex. I don't want any of those. What I know is that there's tons and tons of other amazing people out there that I haven't even met yet. So one of them will be exactly what I'm looking for. Possibly multiple people could be what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for something very special, and I'll know it when I see it. It's like you are very much aware that you have kind of like the world at your fingertips, and that is the attitude of the Queen of Wands. There's nothing immature left. You're simply a queen, and this person is simply a king. Again, doesn't matter what gender. We could be talking same-sex couples just as easily. But we go and we find each other, basically. We find a soulmate connection here. We do see a messenger here with that raven. We see some form of collaboration, communication for some of you. This is somebody who literally lives next door to you. This could be someone who has done all this work on themselves. They've wanted to ask you out for a long time. They're finally ready to. But this could also simply talk about, you see the mountain in the background. That represents old obstacles that we've already gone past. We've already gone through. This raven talks about communication, though. I feel as if it is above one person in particular. I feel like one person is getting, this could be the offer of, hey, would you come with me? Would you meet me someplace? Could I take you out? I feel like this is not so much, it is, someone is being invited somewhere with the Six of Cups, but it's interesting because it's very much a soulmate energy, and I don't feel you blocking it. I feel like maybe that's one of the most important components of this whole reading, is that you're not trying to say, no, I don't think I want to date. You are actually completely ready to give the person a chance that you feel like fits without you having to screen them out. Basically, there's something that would already, you would say yes to this person coming towards you because they approach you with exactly what you would like someone to approach you with. A confidence, a lack of player energy, a romantic combined with emotional, combined with respectful and mature attitude. That's who's coming towards you. And that's what makes it so that you don't have to screen this person out. It's just funny because I don't think that you see this person coming your way. I think you simply are receptive and open to the idea now of, yes, I'm not going to have the same struggles in romance that I used to have, because I've learned what to hold back and who to let in. I do know that, and I trust myself. But what's so interesting is that this could still be somebody from your past who is showing back up, and this could be a very big surprise to you. Whoever this is, the fact that they're so certain about wanting to come towards you, the fact that that's the energy that is collecting around you, is someone who is so confident, so certain. There is no other that is still floating around like, oh, well, maybe I want Virgo, or maybe I want so-and-so. This person's locked in on the Virgo. It's nice to see confidence. And you are in such a confident energy. So is this person. This feels like this is the relationship that goes the distance. This feels like this is the one. They could be a fire sign. You've stepped into an energy, even though you're an earth sign, you showed up here as a fire sign yourself. So you're like at a passionate phase of your life. But it's funny because it's passionate, open-hearted, warm, and loving, not wounded. You're not still trying to heal a wound. You're actually in this vibration of, I once was wounded, but of course I've healed. That's what happens in life. You get hurt sometimes, and then you heal, and then you move on. It's like you've got this newfound sense of, I don't want to say a cavalier attitude, but it's more like, look, I know that I will call in the right people because I've learned a ton from those past relationships, and I know exactly who will suit me. But I don't think you see that somebody is coming right to your doorstep. You're not hiding from it, but I don't think that you were out there like trying to find it. This happens like really rapidly in this story. So that's what our story is for now. Whatever anybody chooses for themselves, I wish you every success, every happiness, every ounce of love. And Lots of respect. Bye.